So that huge exam is just around the corner, right? And the pressure, wow, it can feel like a ton of bricks. How in the world are you supposed to handle all that stress without letting it mess with your performance? Well, that's what we're going to tackle. We're going to break down some proven tools to help you walk into that exam feeling calm, cool, and collected. You know this feeling, don't you? The classroom gets eerily quiet, but you can just feel the tension in the air. Maybe you're not sleeping so well, or you just can't stop yourself from nervously flipping through your notes one more time. You might be telling everyone, I'm fine, but deep down, your palms are sweating. Hey, it's completely normal to feel this way. The absolute last thing you want is for all that hard work, all those late nights, to get derailed by last-minute nerves. So our goal here is pretty simple. We're going to give you a toolkit to get that stress under control so you can perform at your absolute best when it really, really counts. Okay, let's get into it. It's time to build your personal stress relief toolbox. And listen, these aren't just some nice-to-have ideas. These are actual scientifically proven methods that can help calm your body and your mind, and you can start using them right now. Just take a look at these. Some are physical, like getting in some exercise. Some are mental, like just stopping for a second and taking a few deep breaths. You know, a really powerful one is just admitting it to yourself, saying out loud, okay, I am nervous. Talking to friends, getting enough sleep. These are all powerful ways to tell your brain to dial down the panic. Think of it as your own personal mental first aid. Now, here's a technique that might sound a little weird at first. I want you to actually think about the worst case scenario. Seriously. Why? Because when you have a plan for it, when you know you could actually handle it if it happened, it loses its power. It can't scare you as much. And that creates this incredible sense of stability. But that brings up a really big question, doesn't it? We're always told we need that back against the wall, no retreat kind of mindset to truly give it our all. So if you create a backup plan, aren't you just giving yourself an excuse to slack off? It's a tough spot to be in. And here's that conflict, laid out plain and simple. On one hand, the no retreat approach can pile on so much stress that you actually end up underperforming. But on the other hand, just thinking about a backup plan can create its own kind of anxiety, that nagging fear that you'll lose your motivation. It can really feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But what if I told you there's another way, a way to perform at your absolute peak without having to carry the weight of either of those stressful mindsets? Well, guess what? There is. This brings us to the real answer. And it's not about juggling external pressures. It's about tapping into the strongest inner power that you already have inside you. And that incredible power is curiosity. Now, we're not talking about it as some personality trait you either have or you don't. We're talking about an active internal force. It's that simple, pure feeling of, I just want to know more about this. When your learning is driven by curiosity, it stops being a chore you have to do for a grade. It becomes something you get to do for yourself. And this right here is the most important takeaway. The key to high academic achievement is to maintain a curiosity of wanting to know, regardless of whether what is learned will be useful in the future. When you can really lean it into that feeling, the need for all that extreme pressure or those complicated backup plans, it just kind of fades away. Your mind finds its own natural stability. Okay, I know what you might be thinking right now. That sounds great and all, but my exam is literally in a few days. Is it too late to completely flip my mindset? That is a very fair question. And the answer is a definite no. It is not too late. Seriously, even just one single day of approaching your study materials with this new perspective can make a huge difference. And hey, this isn't just a hack for this one exam. It's a skill you can carry with you all the way into university and beyond. It will help you learn better and feel better about it for years to come. So let's wrap this all up. What can you do, starting today, to walk into that exam feeling genuinely confident? Sure it is. This is your path forward. As you're doing your final review, just try to find that simple feeling of wanting to know. What part of this subject is actually genuinely interesting to you? Focus on that. Leaning into that little spark of curiosity won't just make studying less of a drag, it will quiet all that mental noise, reduce the pressure, and ultimately help you show what you truly know. You've got this. Good luck.
The key to achieving high success in the learning process is to maintain a sense of curiosity, the desire to know, regardless of whether what you learn will be useful in the future.